The Total Media Sports Network presents Boyd County Lions Soccer live on Kool TV. Now let's go to the Boyd County Athletic Facility for pregame coverage of Boyd County Soccer live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from the campus of Boyd County High School and the Boyd County Athletic Complex as we get you set for boys soccer here tonight in Cannonsburg with the Fleming County Panthers visiting the Boyd County Lions. Good evening, everyone. James Collier, happy to have you along with us here on the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV. Cloudy evening and just had a minor little shower push through about the last 30 minutes that just enough to get everything wet. But looking at the radar, it looks like that it has pushed on through and will stay out of the area. So I think we'll stay dry much of the evening. It's been such a drastic change over the last couple of weeks of what we started with the crazy hot temperatures and just beating down with sun. And here tonight, very cool and comfortable and not a drop of sunlight anywhere to be found. All clouds over top the stadium. Boyd County trying to bounce back after a tough loss here on Tuesday night, falling to Mason County 2-0. It was a game in which they had 10 shots on goal, and 3 of them combined missed by a foot of being a 3-2 win. Caleb Clark had a couple of balls, including one that caught iron on the upright on the left edge, and instead of rolling toward the inside of the goal, it rolled toward the outside of the goal, and what would have at that time evened up the contest at 1. So Boyd trying to bounce back here and get things back in the winning ways. They roll in with a record of 2-2, wins over Belfry and Spring Valley, a shutout loss to Rowan County, and the shutout loss to Mason. Fleming County comes in with a record of 1-3-1. Lone win against Bath County early in the season. Back on their season opener on August the 11th, 4-1. They had a stalemate with Greenup, a scoreless affair, and then 3 consecutive losses, 3-1 to Powell County, 7-0 to Ashland, and 4-3 to Estill. We'll step out for a break. We come back, we'll meet our starting lineups to get you ready for first kick. Boyd County and Fleming County next on the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Sprinkles! Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Back here in Cannonsburg as we get you set for Fleming County and Boyd County here on this Thursday, and the last Thursday of August. It feels like the last Thursday in October with the way these temperatures have been this week. It was below 50 this morning when I headed out to head to school, and here this evening we're in the low 70s. And a week ago we were talking about mid-90s and the lows of 70s. So it has been a absolute culture shock, if you will, for what it's been with the temperatures over the last month. From what I can see, though, it looks like those temperatures are going to return in September, and they're going to hang around for a lot of the month. I think we're going to stay cool through this weekend, start to warm back up next week, and then you'll really start to see the warming trend take off soon after that. But here tonight, I mean, you couldn't paint a better picture for an evening to be outside than what we got here tonight. Taking a look at our upcoming matchup, Fleming County rolls in 1-3-1 on the season. 8 goals total by the team. Cannon Keelman and Jack Overly with 3 goals each. Carter Smith has punched in 1. Jacob Johnson has also added 1. Keelman leads the team in assists with 2. Zachary Hitch, the sophomore, has worked in goal. He's given up 15 goals on the season, averaging 3 a game. He has 1 shutout. That was against Greenup County. And he's recorded 45 saves in net. All right, let's start with the starters for the visiting Fleming County Panthers. Zachary Hitch, as we mentioned, will be in the net. Carter Smith. Jack Overly, pair of seniors. Bryce Davis, another senior. Very senior-heavy team this year. Landon Thompson. Number 11, Cannon Keelman. Wason Fryman, a sophomore, will join him. 13, Daniel Heater. Landon Caulfield, a freshman. And Rogelio Weber Carrera, a junior. So the starting lineup for the Fleming County Panthers. Here's your starting lineup for the Boyd County Lions. Cole Adams will start in net. Center backs Connor Davis, Alex Maynard. The left back is Ethan Crum. Right back is Andrew Bowling. The senior defensive mid, Mason Hamilton. Caleb Clark is your center attacking mid. Center mid, Ryan Robertson. Will Blankenship left wing. Eli Simpkins on the right wing. And Ryan Crank is your forward. Boyd County in the white tops, black bottoms. Fleming County in the black and gold stripe. Black on one side, gold on the other, and a black numeral outlined in white. We will step out for a break for the national anthem. We'll return and get things rolling here in Cannonsburg. It's Boyd County and Fleming County next on Kool TV.
Since 19 for being a part of our journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Cannonsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back in Cannonsburg as we get you set for Fleming County and Boyd County. Happy to have you along with us here on Kool TV. It's your first time with us on the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell. We'll alert you directly to your mobile device each time we put out new material. Don't forget to find us on X as well as on Facebook, as we have all kinds of announcements there, highlight packages, interviews, features on the student athletes that we cover here with our schools. But happy to have everyone along with us here tonight as we get you set for Boyd County and Fleming County. Again, we started off the season a very heavy girls schedule, and now they're going to be the Road Warriors. They're on the road for much of September, but the boys are at home over the next 4 games. So a lot of boys action coming up. We get started with volleyball action next week when the volleyball team has their home opener. And, again, you can catch all that action right here on the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV. Don't forget tomorrow night, football on the road at Rock Hill. We'll have the action for you on 105.7 FM, Hank FM, as well as on our YouTube channel with audio-only streaming. 7 o'clock kickoff is what's scheduled up at Rock Hill with the Redmen for the Lions. Underway here in Cannonsburg. Fleming County will possess it first off the kickoff. Boyd County swipes this one away. Mason Hamilton will take the drop to Robertson. He'll play negative all the way back to his center back, Connor Davis, who is going to work on the defensive back line tonight, and Cole Adams will be back in net. Good ball to Simpkins. Simpkins rolling it up the right side to Crank. That's a good ball up in the right corner, just outside the 18. Crank trying to chase it down, bend it across that end line, but he can't get it across there just in time. It'll roll across, and a goal kick coming up for the Panthers goalie. Zachary Hitch wearing that red, white, and blue goalie jersey tonight. It'd be hard to miss that cat. Fleming County's jerseys are near impossible to see a number 4 on the front side. There's number 8 as he finally turned. It's Bryce Davis. Again, Boyd County had to feel like that the game against Mason here Tuesday night in the opening round of the 2A was much of a game of missed opportunities. They outplayed Mason for much of the game. They had 10 shots on goal that were saves from the goalie from Mason County, and a couple of them that were just phenomenal saves. Here's a good ball by Boyd County down to Simpkins. Simpkins takes it down inside the box, fires it off the goalie, and it goes off of his leg. And that right there is exactly what I was talking about. That was kind of what it was here. Everything they did was exactly what they needed to do, and just a bad bounce is what keeps the game scoreless for the moment. So a corner kick coming up for Boyd County here early on. But a great job attacking early for the Lions. Andrew Bowling from the near corner. Good ball for Bowling. Crank comes through, gets ahead to it. It draws crossbar on the top, and it's out of bounds. It's a goal kick coming up. So a couple of good opportunities here for the Lions early on. Boyd County possesses off the interception. They'll roll it up near side, trying to get it to Clark. Clark can't get there as it's into the Panthers bench, and a throw-in coming up on the near sideline. Long throw up the line. That's from Carter Smith. Andrew Bowling boxing it out as the ball stays just in play. And now Maynard will save it from being taken away, and Bowling will take it to the opposite side. Connor Davis sends it off to the far line. Will Blankenship loses it out of bounds. And Boyd County maintains possession. First off, we get to stop it. No, they're going to say it's going the other way to Fleming County. Panthers throw from near midfield. Nice job there by Connor Davis to take that one away. Tries to play it up to Hamilton. It's booted over top the back line, but on the far line, it'll trickle out of bounds, and a throw in for the Lions. Boyd County plays negative. We'll look to switch fields. A good ball near side to Bowling. Bowling with Simpkins out in front. They've got a good line here to play up their right edge. Bowling sends it up the right side to Simpkins. Nice job defensively on the back line to step 2. That was Cannon Kielman that took it away. Now Crank working for it down inside the box in the 18. Crosses it across the front. Hamilton's coming down the front post. Cannot get there. Another opportunity missed from the Lions, but a great piece sent in by Crank. It's one of those deals that you just have to keep doing what you're doing. It is not that they're doing anything wrong. They are just finding some terrible breaks. That was a ball that was played in perfectly, exactly how you teach it. Get it out wide, fire it across the face of the box, and good things will happen most of the time. And unfortunately for Boyd County here lately, those good things have not been falling. Those balls are going to fall, and when they start falling, they're going to start coming a lot. Very patient off that back line, playing high is that back line defense. Here's a ball in the middle. Hamilton slows things down. He'll reverse it back out to Clark. Near side off to Simpkins. A little bit too heavy on the touch, and Simpkins can't get there, and it's into the hands of the visiting Panthers for a throw-in. Bowling applying heavy pressure right in front of the Fleming County bench, working against Bryce Davis. And Bowling takes it right off of his feet. Excuse me, that was not Bryce Davis. That was Landon Thompson. I couldn't see the 8 for the 9, and it's an illegal throw. So back to the Panthers it goes. 5 minutes gone here in the opening half. Beautiful evening in Cannonsburg. Fall-like weather here on this latter part of August. Throw falls into the feet of Heater. 50-50 ball on the near side. Robertson settles it down for the Lions. He'll play negative back to his center back of Connor Davis. Davis has worked in goal. Has gone back onto that defensive line with Cole Adams returning in net for the Lions. Fleming County trying to make a push up that far sideline, and Boyd County's defense just suffocating for the moment. Here's Crank. Nice ball out near side, Simpkins. Simpkins outside the 18. Fires it up off the right side. Coming through, and a great look to Caleb Clark. You can't draw it up any better than that. That was beautiful. I mean, there is nothing those two kids did wrong. I mean, that was absolutely perfection. And it just caught the wrong side of Caleb Clark's foot and goes out of bounds. I mean, that is perfection in the game of soccer. That was beautiful. Ball movement, placement, starting from that back line. You just got to keep firing. We stay scoreless for the moment. Boyd County has been on the attack here early on. Here's Robertson out in front. Fires this one toward the net. Off the crossbar. That's a loose ball. Crank puts it on the left foot and bends it wide. If you're Boyd County right now, all you can do is smile. That's kind of what Robertson's doing. He fired a dart in there that drew iron and kicks off the upright. And then Crank was there and could not get a left foot on it enough to put it across. And Fleming County, for the moment, on their heels, but keeps the game scoreless. Overly settles down, drops it to Thompson. He'll take it off to the right side. Back into the middle. Boyd County intercepts. Trying to play it up to Crank. A little bit too heavy there from Clark. Nice ball movement for the Panthers. Slide tackle there by Davis. Davis works it out to the right side, bringing it over towards Simpkins. Simpkins with one on, makes the move. Going to the back post. There's a man there with the header and the finish. That's what I'm talking about. Take a look at this. It started with Connor Davis. Simpkins with a beautiful ball across. And Will Blankenship finishes in net. And the Lions lead 1-0. You'll see that one on the highlight reel this week. 9th minute goal off the header. That right there is going to be a candidate for top play of the week, I'll tell you right now. That was absolute beauty on a soccer field. Perfect ball from Simpkins. It started with Connor Davis bringing it from that back line, setting it up off the right wing to cross it, and then you get that header that falls in. And that might be the one ball they need that cracks through where they've had so many opportunities that just hasn't fallen and get a chance to get those balls in. 1-0 Boyd here through the 9th minute goal from Will Blankenship. Here's Hamilton, settles, works it off to the right side, back to Hamilton. Pinball's off of a player for Fleming County. Boyd County brings it near side, looking for Simpkins, but the back line steps two. Andrew Bowling slows things down, brings it off. Boyd County will start it back into the middle now. Robertson takes it off to the left side. Hamilton will take it left side now. Here's Blankenship down inside the box. He's got a step. He puts it with the left foot. How about back-to-back goals for Will Blankenship? Great angle, and just fires it right past the goalie. 2 minutes. Will Blankenship picks up back-to-back goals. One in the 9th, one in the 10th. 2-0 Boyd. And again, it was the ball movement that started from that back line when Ryan Robertson got it settled down in the middle, works it to the outside, and then Blankenship had a great angle to the net and got the 1v1 as he got it down inside the 18. So 2-0 Boyd. Right at 9 minutes gone here in the opening half. Great start for the Lions. Clark takes it off the foot of the Fleming County offensive player. Boyd County drops it back. They'll bring it near side to Bowling. Bowling a little awkward touch off the foot, loses the ball, but then swipes it right back as he takes it away from Jack Overly. Boyd County throwing right in front of their bench. Haven't had a chance to talk about it tonight, but our good friend Faith Burnside is in attendance this evening with her ice cream truck, Nacho Average Cow. And yes, I did partake in a large consumption of ice cream, which I am still working on. But we will have a live look-in from the ice cream truck during halftime. Faith, one of the players for the girls soccer team, and has a lot of her friends that comes in and works with her here and stuff, but they do a phenomenal job with it. They had a great showing out here when they played Spring Valley here Saturday night. It was a very hot and steamy evening, and ice cream was absolutely perfect for that kind of an evening. But we'll give her some love during the halftime. We'll take the camera over and get some close-ups of some stuff they've got over there in the trailer. 2-0 Boyd. Crank working up front, trying to settle things down. Finds a lane, working it in the middle, slows things down. Nice move to the right side. Rolls it down into the corner. Simpkins on a sprint. Simpkins battling for position. It's going to be a throw-in for Boyd County. Drops it into Bowling. Bowling settles. Gives it a big swing across the face of the 18. Ball pinballing around inside the box. They'll cross it back out into the middle. Davis will just drop. Alex Maynard working in that back row, brings it back near side. Simpkins with a nice touch out to Crank. Crank settles, trying to get it back into the middle of the field. Looking down left. Really good job defensively on the back line there for Fleming County to step two, but Boyd County intercepts quickly. Simpkins back in the middle, can't play it as it's too hard off of the foot. Fleming County trying to play it ahead, looking out to Overly. He makes the angle and gets past Bowling. Bowling on a sprint from behind. Overly trying to get it into the middle. Maynard steps two and takes it away. Clark settles down at midfield. Robertson, who started that last run, takes this one off to the far side. That's Blankenship, who has the 2 goals thus far. Hamilton with a little 1-2 punch down to Blankenship. And it's poked out of bounds as the center back Daniel Heater touches that one out of bounds into the far line. And a throw-in coming in for the Lions. Blankenship fires it across, and we got a man off sides. That's so easy to do when you get down there and everybody's packed in, and it kind of stops for just a second when you get that ball. They were trying to work that ball back to the inbounder, the guy that throws it in, and what you try to do is you try to push it right back to him, and they could step in and really get a ball that gets up in the air really nicely. And in this port here, somebody slipped out the back door and was off sides before they could get the ball in the air. So a free kick coming up for the Panthers. Cannon Keelman gives that one a boot. Boyd tries to play it down into the middle. Nobody there. Crank was out of position for where they wanted it to. Now this one rolls all the way through past the feet of Jack Overly. Andrew Bowling will trigger in for the Lions, who lead at 2-0. There's Simpkins. Tries to work through. Heavy pressure right in front of him as working on him. He's number 4, but I do not have a number 4 on my roster. Here's Clark. Boyd will work it from the right side with Bowling now. Back up toward Clark. Nice move down to Simpkins. Simpkins going to put it in the air, cross it across the top of this 6. Defense knocks it down, but there's Caleb Clark, who gets a little bit too right-sided on the swing, and it's across the inline and out of bounds. Check that on the 4. It was 14, Landon Cofield. Again, the jersey's black and gold, and the black numerals on the black part of the jersey is very hard to see. You can see the 4 on the back, but the 1 in the black is hard to make out. So here's Crank. Brings it back to the right, finds a lane, pulls the trigger, too stiff, though, as he fires up and over top of the crossbar and out of bounds, and a goal kick coming up for Fleming. Returning for Fleming County's Bryce Davis, as he'll replace Daniel Heater. 14 minutes gone here in the opening period. 2-0 Boyd on a pair of Will Blankenship goals in the 9th and 10th minute. Boyd an even 2-2 after the tough loss here to Mason County on Tuesday night. Boyd back in action Tuesday as they bring in East Carter, and then next Thursday, Bourbon County. Both of those games scheduled for 6:30 first kicks. We'll have all the action right here on your home for Lions Soccer, Kool TV. Hamilton can't settle. Fleming County takes it away. Mason County has been in their defensive half much of this game. Fleming, excuse me. I got Mason. I was talking about Mason in the last game. Fleming and Mason not too far apart. They're actually well closer than Boyd and Fleming. Pair of subs coming in for Boyd County. Ezekiel Withrow, number 3, comes on, and then entering for the first time is the junior of Braden Hale. Coming off is Hamilton and Blankenship. Hamilton, a sophomore. Blankenship is a senior. Davis settles it on the back line. Plays it back up to Robertson. Good ball movement to the right side to Simpkins. Simpkins tries to settle, makes a nice step, and gets past his defender. Working down out to that 18. Across the front, out to Clark. Clark gives it a swing, but did not get everything on it as he kind of over the top of the ball again, trying to get a good connection to it, and rolls it into the midst of the goalkeeper, Zachary Hitch. Big ball, one out of the air by Connor Davis. He'll come from that back line, gives this one a ride, and it's just wide to the right side. Here's Bracken Peters coming in. Take a look at this swing of the leg from one of the center backs of Connor Davis. Big ball, just a little bit wide. Fleming County trying to build, taken away off that back row there by the Lions defense. Alex Maynard plays it ahead, out to Peters. Peters out toward Crank. Crank with plenty of room. Leaves it in center, Davis. Davis to the right side, out to Peters, but it's intercepted as it's knocked out of bounds right in front of the Panthers bench by Weber Carrera. Some great ball movement there by the Lions, but they'll have to settle for a throw-in. Bowling has this one rolled back toward him. He'll cross it to the far side. Trying to get to it was Withrow. Clark steps to Davis, who's playing high now. Works with it. Gets it out to Clark. They'll play a two-man game as they'll drop it back and now play all the way back to Maynard at midfield. Maynard sends it off to Withrow on the left wing. 22 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. 2-0 Boyd off a pair of Will Blankenship goals in the 9th and 10th minutes, respectfully. Here's Withrow. Down inside the box. Out to Crank. Crank from the left side. Dancing around with the ball at his feet. Takes it back out to the middle, but there's nobody there except for Carter Smith from Fleming County. Smith trying to attack 5 of the white jerseys. Swipes it through. It's toward the back line, and turning it to the near side and kicking out of bounds is Ethan Crum. One of those wings. So Fleming County will have its best position with the ball down the field And Jack Overly for the throw-in for the visiting Panthers. Overly surveying, trying to find a position to go. They touch it back to him down in that left corner. Peters right there and takes it off of his feet. But he tries to make his pass. It's intercepted by Fleming County. Now Hale battling against Landon Thompson. Boyd County works it off to the left side now. Withrow up the left wing. Trying to play it down toward Crank, but it was taken away for the moment by the Panthers. Robertson with an off-balance touch. And now Fleming County playing a good ball into the middle. Trying to play it back, and nice job there by Andrew Bowling as he sends it off, but a whistle and a foul. And we go back to the Lions on a free kick. Just inside of 21 minutes of play here in the opening half. 2-0. Boyd County in front. This will be a good idea for Boyd to kind of see where they're going to match up with their opponent next Tuesday. For Fleming County, their next opponent's this Saturday, and they bring in East Carter. And that'll be the Lions' next opponent this coming Tuesday when they bring in East Carter at 6:30. Davis, who started that last run, resulted in a goal. A missed touch by the back line player for Fleming County. That one squirted up and got him in the face. Here's Withrow, left wing. Very patient down to Crank. Crank takes it out toward Hale at the top of the 18. And then Withrow sends one on the turf, but right into the midst of Zachary Hitch. And we stay 2-0. Bryson Rousey ready to check in our next stoppage here for the Lions, getting his first action of the contest. Maynard tries to play it off the header, can't do so. They roll it up near side. Overly down inside the 18. Just outside the 18, working on Bowling, trying to get the angle. Bowling takes it off his feet, but a corner kick coming up for the Panthers. First time they've had it down inside the 18. And we'll get Bryson Rousey in. And coming in for the Panthers is number 22, Wyatt Hinton. Off for the Panthers is Wason Fryman. Landry Coburn setting to check in, but he can't check in until the next opportunity due to the fact that he was not at the check-in flag when the whistle sounded. And another corner kick for Fleming County on the far sideline this time. Now he can come on. So Coburn will check in. Let's see who he's going to come on for. No, they're going to say it was touched by Fleming, so a goal kick. So Ryan Robertson will check out. 18.5 to go here in the first. 2-0 Boyd. 2 Will Blankenship goals. Maynard brings it near side to Peters. Peters trying to play it out to Crank. Crank was zigging when he wanted him to zag, and they'll have to play it off of a throw-in. Here's Eli Simpkins back in the ball game as Crank will take a seat.
Eli Simpkins returns to the match for Boyd County.
Davis takes it to the left side. Chip down into the corner, looking toward Withrow. Withrow plays it off the chest, trying to settle. 50-50 ball now, up in the air. Withrow wins it off the header. Still trying to win for position. Now he works it off to Hale. Caleb Clark finds it at his feet, touches it down to Simpkins. Nice ball down to Peters. Peters puts it with the left foot, but could not get a lot on it. It was a great touch there by, first off, from Clark over to Simpkins, and then Simpkins leaving for Peters, who was crashing off that backside. But Peters was a little bit off balance when he had to grab it with the left foot. and does not get a lot to it, and right into the midst of Hitch. Maynard applying pressure from behind. Bryson Rousey just swipes that one away. Nice defensive pressure there as he takes it off of Cannon Kielman's foot. Davis booms it all the way back up near midfield. Simpkins settles and plays it up the middle. Looking toward the left side, slams on the brakes. Lets his offense come up with him now. Now Hale down inside. Clark to the right side. Chips it down to Simpkins. He wanted to release and he wasn't there. Great idea, just could not execute. But a great ball movement execution again by Boyd County. But it stays 2-0. Rousey on the far side comes in and wins that one off the head. Withrow steps to Clark with the interception. Rolls it down toward Hale. Hale fighting for position. Finds it off of his foot, but he bends it left of the upright. And a goal kick for the Panthers. Here's Landon Jackson coming on, a freshman. As he's going to replace Landon Thompson.
Landon Jackson into the match for Fleming County.
15.5 to play here in the opening half. 2-0 Boyd, goals in the 9th and 10th minute from Will Blankenship. Rousey off that back line, settles down on that far line. Withrow. Boyd with a little chip, trying to play it toward Maynard. Maynard fighting for position. Now Caleb Clark trying to take it back. Maynard steps in and gives him a hand. Davis turns it back upfield. Clark fighting for position at midfield. Fleming County wins the battle, but it's a foul on Fleming County, and it's back to the Lions on a free kick. They're trying to wave in patrons to the ice cream truck. They had a line 15 to 20 deep here Saturday. Now they've got their flag, and one of the workers, she's going to come up here and wave the flag in front of all the people in the stands like, hey, guys, we have ice cream down here. This is one of those nights that you probably could have made a good markup on hot chocolate. Davis gives this one a ride, but it's across the end line, and a goal kick coming up for the Panthers. Again, talking about Boyd County's upcoming schedule, East Carter on Tuesday, Bourbon on Thursday, then the following Monday, Lawrence County. They go to Lawrence County on the 8th, back here on the 9th against Ironton. Then they head to Ashland on the 11th, Pikeville on the 13th, West Carter and Minford to follow. And then a couple of home games, Johnson Central and Russell at the end of September, and the weeks end things out in Grayson against East Carter. Here's Robertson back on for Boyd. And Connor Davis will take a seat. Stay tuned with us at the half. We'll check scoring and stats of this one. Replays of our first half highlights. And we'll visit into the ice cream truck of Not Your Average Cow with owner Faith Burnside. Here's Bowling near side. He's got an opportunity to pull the trigger on one. Bangs that one off the backside of off of Landon Cofield. Bowling's going to give it another boom. This one down into the midst and right in the hands of Zachary Hitch. Good ball there by Bowling. He is one of those guys, he's got a boom of a leg that he can send it from that outside edge. Maynard steps to, has a line up the left side. Working into that left corner. Out of that far line. Let's see which way we're going with it. And it'll be a throw-in for Boyd County. There's the ice cream flag. Go get your ice cream, ladies and gentlemen. It is wonderful. And Boyd's going to get a corner kick coming up out of this. Nope, a goal kick. They tried to – Simpkins, I believe, it was trying to sell it as he's moved over onto that left side from the right. And he was trying to sell it into a corner kick, but the referee said, no, sir, that's a goal kick. So Panthers ball off the goal kick as it just caught off the leg of Simpkins out of bounds. Here's Simpkins working in the middle now. Good ball movement by Fleming County, but Caleb Clark takes it off of his foot. Back down to Simpkins. Simpkins out on the right side with 2 on. Drops back to Robertson. Boyd County settles, working back to Clark. And then Clark, as he tries to split a pair of defenders, loses it, but right there on the backside is Coburn. He'll settle things down as Boyd County's defense, again, playing very high. Rousey turns it up that left edge. Inside of 12 to go in the first half. Simpkins back in the middle. Rolls it down to Hale. It finds its way through to Peters. Has it at his feet, but he can't make the connection. Ball rolls outside the 18. Fleming County will clear it, and it'll be a throw-in for Boyd County near side. Here's Mason Hamilton back on for the Lions. As Caleb Clark will take a break. That's one thing that Levi Pennington can do with his team is he has a very deep bench. And you can bring guys in and out and give them 3-4 minutes just to get a quick blow and some fluids and get their legs back underneath them and then go back out. It's not like they've got 11 guys that they have to play with at all times. Here's a really good run by Keelman. He launches this one over top of the goalpost and a goal kick. If he's not kicking for the Panthers, he should be. You see so many kids at the soccer level that has those big legs that they're uber successful and usually one of the kickers for the football team. I would say with a leg like that, I'll have to check and see if he happens to be on the football team. One of these kids I would almost imagine is probably the kicker for the football team. You see a lot of those teams with soccer and football, both at the school level, that one of the kickers is one of the stars for football and soccer. Up the near sideline, Thompson trying to bend it around Bowling. Takes the drop back to Overly. Robertson's right there to kind of thwart that one away for the moment. Carter Smith settles, wants to work it up into the left corner. Fleming County trying to work a little triangle at the moment. Boyd County just cluttering it up and taking it away. Bowling steps through, brings it out now to Bracken Peters. Good ball up ahead to Simpkins. Simpkins will settle. Turns it downfield, looking across to the far side. Still has some room. Leaves it into Hale. Hale down to Simpkins. It's a foot race to the goalie, and Simpkins had an opportunity, but a very smart decision there as he pulls up before he gets to the keep, before making contact. And a heads-up play there by Zachary Hitch as he was aggressive and came to it as he comes off his line to keep that one in a 2-0 ball game. Lions throw in first crank back on for Boyd. Daniel Heater returning for Fleming. Connor Davis tries to get in. He tried to sneak in right behind Crank, and the official's like, no, sir, not yet. You wasn't there. He turns and gives me a thumbs up. I love the effort of Connor. I talked with him the other night after the win over Spring Valley. And, you know, he's got a lot of confidence, and you love about that when you see a kid like that plays with so much energy, so much confidence, and in a moment like that in a game, he turns and just smiles at me, gives me a thumbs up. I love it. First year here doing stuff with Boyd County, but one thing I've grown with is learning who these kids are and learning about them and getting a chance to be around them. It's a lot of fun. That's one of the things that makes this job so rewarding is getting a chance to be around these kids. Here's Bowling with a great opportunity with a laser beam. That's one of the most difficult balls in the game to control. Watch this ball here off of the ball. Oh, I didn't get it. Doggone it. Let me try it one more time just to see. Yeah, I don't think it got it. We'll try it here one more time. Let's see if we got anything. I don't think we did. I think I forgot to reset it on the last time. That's my bad. Either way, here's Hale. Robertson settles, far side. Loses it off his foot as Keelman takes it away for a moment. But Rousey, who steps to and works from that back line, he's played big here this evening. Coburn brings it near side Bowling. Boyd County will try to build from the right side. Hamilton turns, looks toward the middle. Hale with 2 on. Slows things down, rolls it back out toward Robertson. Robertson sweeps to the right, and a nice move there by Keelman to take it off his foot. They'll try to play a through ball out to Carter Smith. It's a race, and Rousey takes it away, and we get 2 Boyd County Lions players tangled at the feet. They go down like a 7-10 split. as it was Coburn and Rousey, and Rousey's a little gimpy as he comes back up. Fleming County plays it in quick. Jack Overly playing back out toward midfield. Will Blankenship has both goals in this game. He and Crank will start the push up that left side now. Crank slows things down, settles it back to the right side to Hamilton. Hamilton wants to play it out ahead, out to Simpkins. Simpkins with one on, finds the edge, works it down just outside the 18. Crosses it back to the right side. A great movement, playing for the header. It's sent up into the air. Hamilton still there and finally cleared from that back line of the Panthers defense. Ball coming at you right there in your screen. Rousey keeps it alive for the Lions. Crank will turn it back out to Robertson. Robertson with an opportunity. He'll give it a swing. But a one-hopper right into the hands of Hitch. And we stay 2-0 as we go inside of 6 minutes left to go in the opening half. Rousey out of the air off the header. Launched one downfield. Connor Davis is back in the ball game. That's him working with the ball. Can't settle this one down on the second touch. Now Coburn. Kilman trying to get to it, could not do so. Coburn settles it off to the far side. Davis working up the far sideline. Davis with some room to work. Keeping it out in front, trying to get past, and he gets wiped out, and he'll take a slip and slide headfirst dive across the 30. No whistle, we play on. And there's the whistle against Fleming County, and a free kick coming up now for the Lions with an opportunity to take a shot at the goal here. And I would imagine this will be Connor Davis that'll line this one up just across the 20. Five minutes to go in the first half. They'll bring it to Robertson. Robertson lines one up off the tip of the mitt. Great touch here as they just touch it off to Robertson, and he hits an absolute laser beam just off the tip of the mitt, but they're saying it did not touch the goalie's mitt, so a goal kick coming up for Fleming. Crank wins it out of the air. Hamilton brings it off Robertson with one on. They'll play back to Davis. Davis rolls it out toward Crank on that far line, but too heavy on the touch. Two 2-0 Boyd County. Looking for win number 3 in their 5th game of the season. Sitting in a 2-2 match. Or record on the season, excuse me. Here's Bowling. Plays it up to Robertson. Robertson looks right side to Simpkins. Simpkins works back toward the middle. Trying to play it back down toward Robertson as they change positions. This one gets past Davis. He'll chase it down as Kilman comes to him, but Davis will just chip it near side. Bowling's right there to settle it down. That's one thing they do so well, that back line. They know where each other's going to be, and they can just boom a ball, and there's somebody there to save it in when it looks like it's just a ball that's kicked out of bounds. Rousey on the negative drop from Robertson. Boyd will take it up the left side this time. Good job there on the far sideline by Fleming County's defender to step 2. That's Fryman in a heavy battle with Rousey. Crank loses his footing on the ball from behind, but Boyd County maintains possession. We play on. Crank steps through, plays through the contact, swipes it out top. They try to play it down inside, and it's taken away by Heater. Here's a through ball out in front. He should have been offsides about 5 yards. And Adams will come out and cannot save it as that one goes through. As Cannon Kilman Kilman with his 4th goal of the season. In the 39th minute. Two minutes to go. Here's Crum, leaves it off to Crank on the far side. Crank with 2 on, tries to settle things down. He'll back it back out to Robertson. Boyd County wants it on the right side. Davis across midfield, 90 seconds to go in the half. Boyd in front, 2-1. Bowling gives it a big ride. Blankenship is there. It's raked out of bounds at the corner kick for Boyd. Good play there by Bowling. Trying to feed it out to Blankenship, who was looking for his hat trick, as he had goals in the 9th and 10th minute. Good bowl by Bowling. Simpkins trying to win the possession. And back to Boyd County with a throw inside of a minute to play. Here's Robertson. Nice header over to Crank. Crank finds it at his feet. Brings it back to the right side. Into Clark. And what a touch at the net. Take a look at this one. Crank with a soft touch through right to the feet of Clark, and he bends it to the left side. So in the 40th minute, Crank with the assist. And that's a great answer for Boyd after giving up the ball that put Fleming County on the board. Simpkins with 10, about 15 seconds to go. Does Boyd County have enough time for one more? Here's Clark. Punches it out toward Blankenship, too heavy on that touch. And that's going to take us to the half. Halftime here in Cannonsburg. Boyd County leads it 3-1. We'll step out for a break. We'll come back, break down the first half, and get you ready for the second half of action. Lions in front of the Panthers, 3-1. Our coverage continues after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewis, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Halftime here in Cannonsburg, 3-1. My mistake. There we go. 3-1 Fleming trailing it here at the half. Let's go down to the ice cream truck. This is operated by Faith Burnside. There she is in the pink shorts, and she's got some of her. It's Cheyenne Burke there with her. Nacho Average Cow is the name of her ice cream truck. And her and her friends working the truck. There's the menu. The stuff is absolutely phenomenal. I had the cow patty. That is Noah's special. 2 brownies filled with chocolate ice cream rolled in chocolate sprinkles topped with hot fudge. Yeah, it's a lot of chocolate. It is absolutely great, though. The mousse shake is phenomenal. We had the mint chip, chocolate chip on Saturday, but you can see the full listing there, all the toppings that they've got. But Faith brings her truck out. Look at that. Somebody get me a spoon. That just looks scrumptious. Listen, you're going to turn me into a foodie right here on live television. We're talking about soccer, and I'm trying to look at some. That is phenomenal right there. But Faith and her friends taking care of some business here this evening. Unfortunately, not quite as warm as it was Saturday. She had a line just about the entire day. But great to see those young ladies doing all the work. That's Savannah Henderson right there working with her, but they do a great job here taking care of everything. Let's take a look at our first half action as we'll roll through some highlights here as Boyd County. Nice header over to Crank. Crank finds it at his feet. Touch brings here. It back to the right side. And Clark. And what a touch. In the net. That one was absolutely perfect. Blankenship through had ball out the in front. He should have been offsides about 5 yards in back-to-back. And Adams will come out. He put a header in off of a crosser from Eli Simpkins in the 9th minute, followed with a goal of his own in the 10th. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Cannon Kilman, they'll bring it to Robertson. Robertson lines one up, put in a goal for Fleming County on a 39th minute. Getting a chance to be around them. It's a lot of fun. Clark, that's one of the things that makes this job so rewarding. 40th is getting a chance to be around final these kids. Here's Bowling with a great opportunity with a laser beam. Great swing there from Bowling. That just, again, a little bit too much air on it as it goes through, but Boyd County, the way that they have played and out of the air by Connor Davis. So many balls early on in this contest. Gives this one a ride, and it's just barely missed. There was a big swing from Connor Davis at the net. Started back into the comes up just wide of the crossbar. Off the left side. Hamilton will take it left side now. Here's the second goal for Blankenship that got the great angle of the goalie. That made it 2-0 for Will Blanken. And then the one prior to that, on a beautiful ball that was placed over towards Simpkins. To the middle on the header on the crosser from Eli Simpkins after getting across, going to the back post. There's right off the header and down into the net. And the finish. And Boyd County took the early 1-0 lead. 3-1, excuse me. That's where we stand. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll get you ready for the second half of action on a beautiful night for soccer here in Cannonsburg. Lions in front of the Panthers, 3-1. We continue after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
Thank you for being a part of our journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank. for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Cannonsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Halftime here in Cannonsburg. I'm trying to eat my ice cream. We need a longer break or something. About 3 minutes to go here in halftime as both teams are getting ready for the second half of action. So we will go ahead and step out for one more break. We'll bring you back and get you ready for second half of action. Boyd in front 3-1. We continue after this on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Back in Cannonsburg as we get you set for Boyd County and Fleming County's second half of action getting ready to get underway. Boyd County in front 3-1. Cloudy, but starting to clear off a little bit. We had some rain about 20 minutes before the match got started. Nothing crazy. The one night that we did not set the tent up on top of the press box, and the rain came. So we scrambled and got the tent put up, got everything underneath it. About the time we got that finished up, rain gone. So go figure. But a beautiful evening here in Cannonsburg. I mean, like I said, it doesn't feel like – thanks, girls. Doesn't feel anything like summer. We just had 2 waters promptly delivered to the top of the press box. Big thanks to Pete Fraley. Pete and I go way back. I covered his teams back whenever his daughter Logan was playing high school ball here at Boyd, and I think the world of Pete, and really glad that we were able to get together and get Boyd County with the Kool Hits side of things, and now over to Total Media and after the merger and acquisition of Kool Hits and with Kool TV. But excited to have them along with us as we get the second half of action underway. Boyd County will work it from right to left as I view it, working it down toward the field house. Here's Clark, works it off the bowling. They like that right side in the first half. Let's see if they stay with it. Playing a little patient 3-man game right now with Clark, Bowling, and Hamilton. They'll play negative Maynard will settle, bring it off now to Connor Davis. Davis spent a couple of games in goal. Split time in goal with Mason County, in the Mason County game with Adams, and Adams is back in goal tonight. He's been kind of lonely back there. The only goal given up that was a ball off of a ball that looked as if Kilman was a mile offside. But no flag come up, and again, that's one of the things you got to play through the whistle, and there was no whistle come, so they play on it as it is. So Fleming County trying to mount up that middle. Nothing happening there as that back line for Boyd County has been stout. Boyd County has spent much of this affair in their offensive half of the field. Playing very high with that defensive line, kind of sagging Maynard and Davis, and then Davis has made some runs and one that led to a goal. And they just had to take one of the guys that's up. If one of them makes the attack, the other one just kind of falls back. Here's Ethan Crum. Blankenship settles things down their side next to the Fleming County bench. Boyd will play off to the far side as they switch fields off to Bowling. Trying to chip it up to Clark. A nice leave to Simpkins. Here's Boyd building off that right side. They've got an angle down with Crank. Crank rolling it into the middle, was looking for Simpkins, but left it behind him. Clark fighting for position. Drops it off to Bowling. Simpkins wins it back off that right edge. Back to Robertson in the middle. They'll bring it left side to Blankenship. Loses his footing, saves the ball there as he'll drop to Crum and reset. This is something Boyd does a lot in practice, is this possession drill of trying to work between defenders and getting the ball from one point to the next without it touching a defender. When I was out here one night for practice, and that was something they were doing, it was basically a 9-man drill that they would bring out, and you put 3 guys in the middle, and you had 3 on one side and 3 on the other, and the goal was to get the ball past the 3 defenders in the middle without touching them. You had to do it 10 times. Again, that's the game of soccer. A lot of people think that soccer is just a game that you just try to kick the ball as hard as you possibly can, and that's simply not it. You have to be able to possess the ball. And being able to precisely put it where you want it is a lot of what we saw in the first half with Boyd, of why you can get those opportunities to get goals like they did. And even on that side, there were opportunities that Boyd had that had perfect ball placement that the ball just didn't go down. This ball game could easily be 6-7 goals in favor of Boyd County. Here's Crank with a nice move right in front of his bench. Clark punches it through out to Simpkins. Simpkins trying to run it down, but it's too heavy, and it was a goal kick coming up for the visiting Panthers. Talking to Caleb Clark, he said his favorite thing about soccer is just simply the friends that he makes. Most embarrassing moment on the pitch, an own goal. Favorite food's pizza. He'd love to go to Italy if he had a chance, and this was not a shocker. If he could meet any celebrity, who would it be? Ronaldo. This one swept off to the far side. Bowling trying to get 2. Applying the heavy pressure on the far line. It'll trickle out of bounds, and Bowling will trigger in. Quickly finds it into the feet of Caleb Clark. Back to Bowling. Clark loses it off his feet as Fleming County will try to turn it upfield. Working off that far side is Jack Overly. Fleming County doing a good job here of a little possession of their own out near midfield, trying to work it across the midfield stripe. And Andrew Bowling takes it off his feet. It'll stay with Fleming County on a long throw up that far line. Boyd County will retreat and settle things down. Talking with Andrew Bowling, said favorite thing, a lot of his teammates said this, just the community's teammates. He said the funniest thing he's ever had happen to him on a soccer field when somebody chased me and when he had the ball and they said, "Get that ginger." Yes, Andrew is a redhead. So, of course, that was very, very fun to share that moment. Favorite food is fettuccine Alfredo. Loves rap music. Would love to go to Brazil. He and Caleb Clark, they'd both like to meet Ronaldo. It's funny to see the different responses from the players, especially from the boys and the girls side of things, of how different they are, but on the teammates from the girls and boys, how similar those things are. Here's a good ball by Simpkins as he gets it down inside the 18. Works it back out top, looking for Crank. Crank has the ball settled, brings it off near side Robertson. Robertson puts it on the fin and puts it in. What a find there by Crank. And Robertson deposits it top shelf in the right corner. Just a soft touch out to Robertson and just past the mitts. So the 49th minute. Give Crank his second assist on the night. Ball placement. Tell me if you've heard that tonight. Possessing where you can do something good with the ball. And Boyd County tonight, they have doubled up the number of goals they've scored in a single match here tonight. We've still got just inside of 34 minutes to go in this one. Davis tried to send it ahead. Maynard's right there to slow it down. Now Clark wants to build that right side again. He'll take it off to Simpkins. Right in front of our camera on the far side. Big hat tip to my crew tonight, Trey and Felicia Collier. Happy to have them along with us. Here's Robertson with a hot foot. He'll bring it off near side to Crum. Crum settles, steps through. Trying to work it down toward Hamilton, but too much hand checking there by Ethan Crum, and a free kick coming up for the visiting Panthers. First time with us here on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell each time we put out new material. We'll upload it directly to your device. Don't forget to hit us up on X as well as Facebook. Lots of new material each and every day on Facebook and Twitter. We put out videos, highlight packages. We've got our weekly top 10 that we do on each Monday. Here's a beautiful ball down inside the box. Withrow outside the 6, working with it at his feet. And which way are we going with it? It's going to be a corner kick. Heater tried to get there and box him out, but it touched off his foot. So Crank will bring it to the near side, and a corner kick coming up for the Lions, who lead at 4-1, just inside of 33 to go in the contest. Good ball with Crank. High booming ball. Perfectly at a header. It went off the head of Davis, but right into the midst of the sophomore Zachary Hitch. And it stays a 3-goal deficit for the visiting Panthers. Hitch in that red, white, and blue jersey sends that one high into the sky, near side. Davis settles, brings it to the right, or to the left side, excuse me. Chasing it down was Fryman. Intercepted by Hamilton. Robertson has it left at his feet. He'll work it with Clark in the middle. Clark goes for a drop, but he finds only to Keelman. Keelman gets pushed off the ball by Maynard, who takes it away. Maynard, a two-sport athlete, starting shortstop for the Lions, who won the 16th Region Championship tournament this year. Here's a good ball out to Blankenship. Blankenship plays it into the middle, finds it at the feet of Clark. He'll bring it back off to Hamilton. He gives it a ride and splits the uprights. Great idea, just a little too much on the ball. And it's one of those balls that's extremely hard to play when it's rolling back towards you as you get down into it. It's easy to get lift on that type of a ball. And that's exactly what happened there when you saw the ball off the foot of Hamilton. Into the game for Fleming County is number 22, Wyatt Hinton. Here's Hamilton back in the middle. Leaves it out to Clark. He'll take it out to that far side. Simpkins tries to settle down, gets that one off of an odd touch, and rolls it all the way back to midfield. He'll play it all the way negative, slowing things down with pressure on. He'll break it across and start it back up that right edge. Clark at midfield. He and Robertson will start the push ahead on the right side. They leave it down to Crank. Near side, Robertson. They've got a left side if they want it, trying to get it over to Blankenship, but Crum couldn't make the touch, and it's out of bounds into the Boyd County bench. Nice piece of ball movement there by Robertson. Finds Clark streaking down the near side. Clark trying to play it down inside the 6. Crink has it, but lifts it too high. It was a field goal from about 17 yards that splits the upright. And kind of almost like what we saw there in that first half when Boyd really got after it offensively, just could not find that angle that they needed to do. So really kind of picking up after that last goal from Ryan Robertson. Line drive ball out near midfield. Fleming County settles it down. They'll turn it upfield. Overly working on Bowling. Bowling takes it away from him out to Simpkins. Simpkins bends it to the left. Near side to Blankenship. Blankenship plays it down outside the 18 to Crank. Heater takes it away. Second bounce, Hamilton working near side. Good job defensively there by Hinton to not allow him to get it, but Connor Davis there on the back end. Crum battling for position, working on Hinton. They get tangled up. And it's a throw-in coming up for Boyd County. And Davis started to throw the ball. He said, I don't want that one. Give me the other one. Big throw up the near side. Trying to find it to Clark. And it's off of his chest, out of bounds into the hands of the Panthers. Levi Pennington tosses it into the hands of Bryce Davis. Down to Kilman. Quickly turned away by Davis on the back line. Here's Clark. Finds it on the left side. He'll play it ahead out to Crank on a good ball down inside the 18. Crank takes it down just outside the 6. Still on his feet. Rakes it toward the goal. It's out of bounds. And a goal kick coming up. I thought that might have gotten deflected. Crank had a great look at it on that left corner. And as he started to try to turn it back in, maybe got just a little bit of deflection. Sub coming on for Fleming County as Hinton talking about cramps as he was kind of trying to sit down right in front of his bench. Back in is Wason Fryman. Big slide tackle on the far side by Maynard. It'll stay with the visiting Panthers on the throw up the far line. Excuse me. They're taking it and switching it the other way, and it's back to Boyd County. Bowling with the throw. Plays it out to Simpkins, who plays it off his chest. He'll play negative. Boyd County settles. Try to build up that right side, working that three-man triangle. Now backing in it off and switching fields, bringing it near side to Crum. Crum can't settle. That one's out of bounds, and it's Fleming County's ball in front of their bench. Returning for Fleming County, Landon Jackson, a freshman. Brack Peters getting ready to check in on the next timeout as well. Physical battle on the near sideline between Ethan Crum and Kenan Kielman. Trying to get it down toward Kielman in the box as that one's taken away. Fryman working down inside. And a goal kick coming up. Nice job there by Connor Davis. Hill checking in. As Mason Hamilton will step off. Simpkins to trigger in far sideline. Nope, he'll drop it off to Andrew Bowling. Boyd County plays it negative. They'll switch it off to the near side here and switch fields, trying to play it up ahead. Daniel Heater steps to it. Here's Hale. Leaves it for Clark. Clark centers things up. Out to that right side to Simpkins. Good things have happened for Boyd County from this angle. Simpkins chips it down to him. Nice ball. Here's a header opportunity. Right into the ball. Guess who? Mr. Hat Trick. The second goal off of Simpkins to Blankenship. Take a look at this. This is absolutely beauty. One header on the first goal, his hat trick off of the feet. And Blankenship with his third goal of the night. Simpkins' second assist. '58th minute. And it is all Boyd County. Simpkins was scoreless coming into this game on the season. Ryan Clark had a pair of goals. Eli Simpkins had one, and Robertson has one. Blankenship tonight with 3. Here's a good ball out in front. Trying to feed it out to Kilman. They can't get the hook up as it rolls through. And Cole Adams, who's had a very mundane night back there in net, finally gets a little action. Ezekiel Withrow, who checked in after the scored goal, as Blankenship and Crank takes a seat for a moment. Carter Smith trying to settle right in front of our broadcast position at midfield. Here's Clark. Plays it out to Simpkins. Down to the corner. Number 30. I do not have number 30. I've got to try to get with who he is. Bet that's Josiah Viperman. There was 2 22s listed on the roster. I bet that's it. So he's wearing number 30. So Josiah Viperman is what we're going with. That's the only other Josiah on the roster. So that's a pretty good. That's what we're going to go with. Here's Simpkins. Down to Viperman. Simpkins down inside the box to that right side. Slams on the brakes. Takes it out top. That's the Clark. Tried to slow roll it through. It won't go. Trying to chase it in was Viperman. And it's a goal kick coming up for the Panthers. I can't say enough to all of the help that I've gotten from both Levi and Olivia Pennington. Here's Clark down inside, had an opportunity. Great defensive effort there by Carter Smith to take it away from him before he could get a good touch on it to finish in for the goal. But both Levi and Olivia coaching the boys and girls ranks. Olivia on the sideline always whenever the boys are here playing and stuff, helping out. But they've been so welcoming to us and greatly appreciate everything that they've done, from just bringing us in and introducing us to the team and allowing us to bring you coverage of Boyd County Lions soccer. It's been a lot of fun so far. We're just now getting started. A lot of things to come and hopefully many more years to do so. So football in action tomorrow night up at Rock Hill. You can catch all the action right here on Kool TV with the audio-only stream, or you can listen on your radio on 105.7 FM, the home of the Lions football. Evan Ferguson and his team trying to pick up their second win on the young season. Back here Tuesday night with soccer action. Also, volleyball's in action on Tuesday night as well. We'll have both of those games online. Adams comes out at the top of the box. And the left-fielded kicker switches fields across the midfield stripe with a big booming kick out near midfield. Here's Davis. Settles and plays it out toward Clark. A bad kick there off the foot of Carter Smith. And it's Boyd County throw-in. Halfway home here in the second half. 5-1 Lions in front of the Panthers. Here's Davis. Touches it out to Withrow. Good ball down in the left corner. Can Withrow get to it, though? Saves it in. Nice job. Now can he win it? Tangled up. No whistle. We play on. Withrow takes it across the end line. Gets tripped up on the side. It was just outside the box, which would have resulted in a PK. So this will be a free kick just outside the 18. Again, if you get a foul inside the 18, it's a PK. Once you go to the mark, and it's, just barely outside. Here's a good ball to Simpkins. Simpkins takes it to the right. Back out top, Robertson. Robertson off the side of the foot, right side, though, and a goal kick coming up for the Panthers. Peters back in for Boyd County. In for Fleming County is Fryman. "19 minutes to play in the match. Peters battling for position, far sideline. Here's Fryman working up that far line. Bowling takes it away, though. Find it back into the middle. Now Clark slows things down. He'll play it back to Davis. Davis will dribble it across the midfield stripe. Looking ahead toward Clark. It pinballs off and goes in the foot of Ryan Robertson. He'll play it off to Peters on that right wing. Peters trying to make an angle. Trying to play it down. Does so on a nice ball down inside the box. And a big swing toward the near side. Withrow was there but couldn't get to it. We'll take a look at it again on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. A really good ball here. As Hale sends it to that back post, but just a step before Withrow could get there. So a goal kick coming up. Big ball there from Zachariah Hitch, excuse me. So a free kick coming up for Fleming after the infraction there on Boyd. Robertson intercepts it, plays it off his chin, by the way. And a ball just roll up his foot. And he gets taken off the ball, and too many pushes there against Fleming County, and a free kick coming up for the Lions. Robertson wearing one of those yellow armbands as one of the captains for this year's team. He and Connor Davis, I believe, have the captain's bands on tonight. Davis doing the honors from deep. Brings it near side. Crum takes it away, but too heavy on the touch as Withrow can't get to it. "5-1 Boyd, 16.5 in regulation. Crum can't settle down. Fleming County with a throw. Landon Thompson, one of the many seniors on this Fleming County team, does the honors. It was swiped away for just a moment, but right into the feet of Carter Smith. He'll try to push it ahead. Kilman has it taken off his feet. Clark is there. They try to shove him off the ball. He maintains possession. working on Carter Smith. And Smith thought he had possession, but official says, no, we're going the other way. Here's Coburn back in for Boyd County as Connor Davis will take a seat for a moment. Here's Peters up that right side. Viperman down in that right corner now. Viperman can't touch it soft enough to play it back across, and it's a throw-in coming up for the Panthers. Here's a sub coming on, Daniel Heater returning. 15 to go.
Returns the match for Fleming County.
Fleming tries to build up that left side. Andrew Bowling takes it away. He's so strong defensively on that back line. And then the way he plays the ball in with the throws, he goes very quick. And here's Boyd County with a great chance to push. Clark rolls it ahead, near side Withrow. Withrow settles, takes it across, trying to find it inside to Viperman. Nice recovery there on the back line by the Panthers. Boyd County still in a push, trying to settle things down and make another run. Take it all the way back out to midfield. Coburn on the near side next to his bench as he brings it across midfield to Crum. Crum out to Viperman. They'll play it near side Withrow. Nice move there by Ezekiel. Ezekiel takes it outside the 18, wants to feed it inside, was looking for Hale crashing down the middle. Clark intercepts it out just above the attacking circle. Bowling knifing his way up that right side, looking for Hale, and it's launched from that back row by the Panthers as it'll roll all the way up the far sideline. And Alex Maynard will have to chase it down. Lights on here at the stadium, and we work our way toward 8 o'clock. And you can always tell when the summertime is gone as the evening hours get shorter and shorter as we go closer to the month of September. Certainly feel it in the air. Fleming County working with it down inside their offensive attacking zone for the first time in a long time. Here's a nice ball and a big save by Cole Adams. Really great job there by Cole. We take a look at this one on the Isons Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Gilman takes it to the right and a big swing of the leg. Diving save there by Cole Adams. Here's Viperman out near midfield. Looking off toward Peters on the far side. It's going to be chased down by Fleming County's left back. That's Cofield. Here's Hamilton back in, replacing Caleb Clark. You love to see that right there as he was coming off. Landon Thompson reaches out, gives him a high five. You know, a lot of these kids they're friends through social media. They play on a lot of club teams together, so you see that more often than you did way back when kids just simply didn't have a chance to know each other but social media and obviously with the work of travel teams and club teams and stuff has made that a much different element. And you see a lot of these kids, they wear different jerseys in the regular season, but in the off seasons they're playing together. So good sign of support there when again you're down 5-1 on the road and one of your competitors and probably one of your friends walks across and says, "Hey, good game tonight, man. You're playing well." Good idea there by Crum, but nobody home for Boyd County and the ball in the middle. Maynard settles it down on that back line. Off the Bowling, right back to him. Boyd County trying to pick up win number 3 on the season. They bring in East Carter here next Tuesday. Withrow settles, gets the angle, bends it down inside the box. Withrow just outside the 6, crosses it to the right. Cannot get it on his feet, though. Viperman fires it with the left foot, and it's cleared out by the Panthers defense. Here's Simpkins back in. Tanner Flack, a junior, will check in for his first action. Simpkins replacing Viperman. Talking with Eli Simpkins. Favorite thing about soccer? That unpredictable nature of the game. Says most embarrassing moment on the pitch. This is always a bad one. In his freshman season, he scored an own goal in a JV game. Favorite food, pizza. Favorite music is rock and roll. If he go anywhere in the world, he wants to go Hawaii. A celebrity he'd love to meet, LeBron. Not a big LeBron guy. I'm a Michael Jordan era, so I'm all about MJ. Don't give me the opportunity to argue the fact of who's better, MJ or LeBron. It's not even close. Bryson Rousey's going to check back in. Bryson Rousey is about to appear for us on some commercials coming up. He did a commercial spot, he and 3 other student athletes for Boyd County, for the Boyd County Health Department. You will see that coming up in next week's broadcast. We're getting ready to finish the production up on that, so they did a PSA about the effects of vaping and why it's bad. So they did a really great job of it. We're excited to have that opportunity to work with our student athletes here at Boyd County and help out one of the local community pieces here. Here's Withrow. Sends it down inside. Loose ball pinballing away. Hale coming to. Withrow steps through. And we'll get an inadvertent handball, and it's going to be on Fleming County. So a free kick coming up for Boyd just outside the 18. And let's see who's going to take this one. Looks like it's going to be Ryan Robertson. He's already found the back of the net once this evening in the 49th minute to start the second half. Robertson netting his second goal of the season. Sneaks this one through, but just wide right. Great look there by Robertson. He had the angle and would have beaten the keep. But instead, it's a goal kick. Going back to Bryson. Favorite thing about soccer? Loves to take out people. He likes to play physical. There's Coach Pete Fraley and his beautiful granddaughter. He is not proud of that little child, by the way. And I am saying that with sarcasm, dripping it all over the place. He is head over heels in love with that child, as any proud grandparent. But Logan, his daughter, and Jesse Wallace, her husband, having their first child recently, and congratulations to both of them, and best wishes on everything as they move forward. But there's nothing better than spending a night at the park like this and having a chance to be with your grandchild. On a contact far side, we play on. Boyd County clears it as Maynard's a little slow to come to his feet after a lot of contact and no whistle on the far sideline. We approach 7 minutes to go in regulation. Here's Hamilton up the left side. He's got 3 in the middle. Finds it off to Simpkins, right back to him outside the 18. Chips it down, bends it inside, and a nice save by the goalkeeper. Had the correct English, and nearly had that one bounce in for what would have been a remarkable goal. Take a look at this one on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Simpkins left it perfectly and nearly bent that one inside the upright. Here's a ball down in the corner. Simpkins. He's been dangerous from this spot. Cannot save that one, though, as it'll run past him before he can get it back in. Davis, Crank, and Blankenship. All 3 back in the ball game for Boyd County. Peters, Withrow, and Robertson stepping off. 5-1 Lions, 6 to go. Here's Davis, too stiff as that one's through the uprights. Here's a ball out in front, and this one's offsides. I agree with the Fleming County fans. There was no way that if the ball that was the goal that was scored for Fleming in the first half was not offsides, that kid was nowhere near off. I did do some clarification. I was wrong on my pick for the kicker for Fleming County. It's not Kilman, but it is one of these soccer players. It's Carter Smith. They'll bring it near side to Crank. Inside of 5 to play. Crank splits the defense. Plays it into the middle. Hamilton. Hamilton gives it a swing, but too wide right. And into the fingertips of Hitch. High booming ball there by Hicks. Maynard with a touch plays it up to Davis. Davis chips it off to the right side. Andrew Bowling with a throw-in coming right at you on your screen there. Great field level shot. My wife working the camera over there. My son up top as our executive producer and taking care of the high shots you see. Here's Bowling. Settles that one at his feet. Hale. Very patiently takes it back out top. Now Hamilton. Good ball down to the right side. Plays it down in the middle. They were looking for Simpkins. They get it back to Simpkins. Just outside the 6 on a touch. Back in the middle. Carter Davis was there for a moment. Now Crank turns. Davis with the interception. Rolls it back out. Hamilton. 3.5 to play. Rousey brings it up near side. Davis in a sprint into the corner. Sends that one out of bounds and a throw-in coming up. Here's Viperman back on for Boyd. Davis with a good opportunity here to throw one down deep in the 18 if he wants to go at it. Eli Simpkins' night is finished. We'll take it back out toward Hamilton. Rousey has that one slid off of his feet. Couple of subs coming on for Boyd. Eric McKay coming on, and Ronnie Gillum. I'm by mistake here. We're going to get the clock reset again. Inside of 5 minutes, the team that's leading, if they sub, the clock stops. So 3 minutes to go. Should be a corner kick coming up for the Lions, and it will be, and it'll be Crank. We'll get another sub on for the Lions, as this is going to be Casey Blankenship, a junior. Blankenship said his favorite thing about the game of soccer is the jersey. Loves pizza and rap music. Would love to meet Robert Downey Jr. I believe he replaced Crank. Crank was getting ready to hit the corner, and Craig's slowly walking to the bench. So now they need somebody to hit the corner. So Connor Davis will set it up on the turf down next to the beautiful field house and concession stand, which has by far some of the best hot dogs in the area. And sends this one into the side of the net as we go inside of 2:30 to go. Some of the players here that I've not been able to talk to about tonight is because they have not sent me back in their information. I've gotten a lot of the guys, but some of the guys that are out there haven't sent me their info, so I can't talk about them as much as I would like to. We'll work on that. Here's Davis. He's got an opening. Works it off to the right side. And a big booming ball that draws iron off of the football uprights and doink. As Blankenship was trying to pick up his 4th goal of the night. That's going to do it for him this evening. He finishes with a hat trick here this evening. 2 beautiful balls that he finished the net with off of crossers from Eli Simpkins. The 1st goal and the 5th goal of the evening. He had 2 goals in a minute in the 9th and 10th minute of the contest. Connor Davis's night is finished as well. Fleming County trying to make something work here in the last two. Adams comes out, puts the mitts to it, and a goalie kick coming up, I should say. Not a goal kick, a goalie kick. Second bounce out to Viperman. He tries to play it off the header. Fleming County sends it upfield, but nobody there but Bryson Rousey. Again, Rousey, he loves the physicality of the game. That's one of his favorite things about it. Who would he like to meet? I already like this kid, Michael Jordan. He wants to go to Italy. I'm all down that as well. My grandmother was a native of Italy. My grandfather met her during World War II and brought her home. There's Blankenship trying to get it out to him on the right side. And this one's touched out of bounds. It's Boyd County throw with 1 minute to play. Looking toward Viperman down in the near corner. Can't make the hook up. And that one's out of bounds on Boyd County and Fleming County's throw in. So Boyd County will pick up their third win of the season. They'll go to 3-2. Fleming County will go to 1-4-1. As we go to the final 30 seconds here, and Rousey tries to drop this one in, and his teammate was not looking for the ball, and he threw it away. Bowling working with it out at midfield. Bowling wants a shot, works down the middle, brings it near side, off the feet of Viperman, though, and that's going to do it with a gust of winds from the gods. And Boyd County is going to call this one a victory with the final score win here tonight of 5-1. Post-game show when we return after this on Kool TV.
Since for being a part of our journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Cannonsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
5-1 your final in this one as we take a look at our
minutes ago
highlights
in
from the
regulation.
contest. Here's how
Hamilton
it went down
up the left side.
In the ninth
He's got
minute.
three in the middle.
Will
Finds it off to
Blankenship.
Simpkins right back
Puts
to him
home
outside
his
the
first
18.
of
Chips it down, bends it
3
inside,
goals
and a
in the
nice
contest.
save by the goalkeeper.
Off an Eli Simpkins
Bends it down
assist.
inside the box.
He found
Withrow
the
just
the
outside the
crosser
6.
there
Crosses
on
it
the
to
header
the right.
and
Cannot
put
get it on his feet,
for
though.
goal number
Viperman
1 on
fires
the
it with the
season.
left
That made
foot,
it 1-0.
and it's cleared
1
out by
minute
the
later,
Panthers
Blankenship
defense.
does it again. His second goal of the contest. He finishes this one on his own and makes it 2-0 in the 10th minute of the contest.
Working with it down inside
Fleming County
their
gets
offensive
their
attacking
only
zone
goal
for
of the
the
night.
first time
Cannon
in a
Kilman
long
in the
time.
39th minute
There's a
punches
nice
it
ball
through on
and
a
a
through
big
ball,
save
making it
by
2-1. But 1
Played
minute
off the
later,
Peters on
Caleb
that
Clark
right wing.
off an assist
He was
from
trying to make an angle.
Ryan Crink.
Trying to
Makes
play
it
it down,
3-1
does so,
at
and a nice
the break
ball
in the
down inside
40th
the
minute of
box and a
action.
big swing.
Brian
toward the
Robertson
near
punches
side.
one through.
Withrow
for
was there but
his
couldn't
second
get to
goal
it.
of the season. Crank on the
Side to
assist in the
Simpkins.
49th minute of
Things
action.
have happened for Boyd
4-1
County from this
Boyd.
angle.
And then Blankenship with the
Simpkins
hat trick in
chips
the
it down to him.
58th
Nice
minute.
ball.
This one off
Here's
another
a header
assist from Eli
opportunity
Simpkins.
right into the
5-1
ball. Guess
is
who?
your final score.
Mr. Hat Trick.
So with the win,
Those
Boyd County
things
moves
are.
to 3-2
Here's a good ball
on the
by
season.
Simpkins as he
Fleming
gets it
County
down inside
falls
the
to
18.
1-4
Works it
and
back
1.
out top looking for Crank.
And
Crank has the ball settled,
Boyd
brings it
County
off near side
will
Robertson.
be back
Robertson
in
puts it
action
on the
here
fin
next
and puts it
Tuesday
in.
night when they bring in East Carter. Up next for Fleming County, they've got East Carter on Saturday at home, and that'll be a big thing for
Nice header
Boyd
over
County to
Crank.
see.
Crank
Is
finds it
how
at his
do you
feet.
match up with
Brings it back
Fleming
to the
County
right
and how
side.
Fleming
Into
County
Clark,
matches
into
up with
Clark,
East Carter.
and what a touch!
So that'll be a big tell.
At
But
the
we'll have the
net.
action right here beginning at 6:20 for pregame coverage. 6:30.
Here's a through ball out in front. He should have been offsides about
and then
5
next
yards.
Thursday night, they'll bring in Bourbon County. That game also a 6:30
And
first
Adams
kick.
will
Off to
come
Lawrence
out.
County on the 8th, and then Ironton
And
on
cannot-
the 9th. Then 4 road games in a row, the 11th, 13th, and 15th, and 20th. That's Ashland,
5 minutes to
Pikeville, West
go
Carter,
in
and
the
Minford.
first half.
Last 2 home games,
They'll bring it to
Johnson
Robertson.
Central and
Robertson
Russell.
lines one up
That's
off
at,
the tip of the
23rd
mitt.
and the 25th, and they close out the regular
them and
season.
getting a chance to
be
be around them. It's a lot of fun. That's
East
one of the
Carter
things that makes this
on the
job so
29th
rewarding.
of September.
Is getting a chance to be around
That's
these
it
kids.
for us here
Here's
tonight.
bowling with
Again,
a
your
great
final score: Boyd County wins it by a final score of 4-1. Hat tip to my crew tonight, Trey and Felicia Collier, all the great folks here at Boyd County High School. Pete Fraley, the athletic director, Levi and Olivia Pennington, the coaches here for the soccer team, and of course everyone tuning in here on Kool TV. That's it for us. Enjoy your weekend. Don't forget Lions football tomorrow night up at Rock Hill. You can catch it on 105.7 FM. You can also hear the audio-only stream right here on Kool TV, your home for Lions athletics. 5-1, Boyd County wins it. For Trey and Felicia Carr, everyone at the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV, I'm James Carr saying so long and good night from Boyd County.
Thank you for watching another Boyd County Lions soccer broadcast on Kool TV. This broadcast of Boyd County Soccer has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV.